Good morning, my fellow scientists. It's Friday, January 27th, and I want to talk more about paradigms. I talked yesterday about this idea of a paradigm being a lens through which we see the world, and how childhood to adulthood is one major paradigm shift. In childhood, we don't see dirty things as dirty. We see dolphins instead of something else on the bottle illusion that I showed. And lots of innuendo is just lost on kids. They don't get it. It's not even worth thinking of as inappropriate, because from the childhood paradigm, it's just arbitrary. Zany, even. This is why Shrek worked so well, right? Shrek was full of inside innuendo that adults got that made them laugh, but it was also just a zany, funny movie for kids that didn't have anything that they were going to see as sexual. There's this great article by Thunderpuff, link in the description, go read it, I can't do it justice here, that talks about her experience growing up and having a paradigm shift where she went from reading things from a childhood perspective to finding out what things mean, where she was reading this biography, was very confused, went to her parents, what does this all even have to do with beavers? And then her dad had to explain what a dysphemism was, and the whole thing was just uproarious. So Thunderpuff had this paradigm shift, right? She went from seeing this from the eyes of a child, through which it was totally incomprehensible, to seeing it more like an adult, through which it was comprehensible but gross. Her paradigm is irrevocably shifted toward adulthood, and this was traumatic for her. It often is traumatic to go through these sorts of shifts. The shift I'm trying to get myself through is a shift from being a student with prescribed steps to get from where we are to where we want to be. For a student, there are steps to go through. You show up on time, you learn what they tell you, you get your degree. That's less true in a postdoc, but still true to some extent. You publish, you do projects, you have a chance at a professorship. But this, now, totally different. I'm trying to build a research portfolio that is directed toward some greater end, and that requires a different perspective on that end. It has to be an end of, I want to produce this work because it is worth producing. Anyway, musings on paradigm shifts, science. Tune in next week and we'll talk more about these kinds of things.